sympathy, I promise. Kinda. This is a big debate that people have. Okay. Are intimate relationships business? Is your relationship with your husband, is that business? Because you've heard this. People say that marriage is business, relationships are business. You should approach your relationships the same way you do business. Do you agree, disagree, and why?
I'm indifferent. I'm gonna tell you why. It will be 28 years, June 16th. Holla at your girl. Uh, initially, and I'm going to tell you, initially, I did look at our relationship as a business point of view. But since I have been in this marriage, I have lived through some things. I'm at a point where if you ask my son, I don't care. He's like, Mom, you don't care. I'm like, I don't. And not to say in a malicious way, but I have a life to live, and I want to enjoy myself and be at peace with myself.
Wait, what do
And
you mean, Bahia, that you don't care? What does that mean? Like,
I don't stress out about things like I used to. Just like in my business world, if something didn't happen, I literally would freak out about it, be concerned, roll over every day and say, how can I fix this? This is, is going to be a detriment to my business. The same mentality was in my marriage that if my husband didn't do something that was part of my contract in the back of my head, then things were going to fall apart. And I had to understand that he's his own individual and everything is not going to happen as though I see it to happen. And it used to be, and I shared this, and I'm not gonna give too much of this, but I used to be, whereas, and it was up until recent, I literally would write down everything and say, listen, date night is this night. We have to do this at that day. Oh, it's been too long since this has happened. Let's go ahead and make it happen, partner. It was literally, and you fill in the blanks, but it was, it was. I'm serious. That's how much of a business it was. I literally, this is my appointment book, and I write down everything. And that's how I treated my marriage. Like, okay, we have to do this. Be ready, and it became so much of a chore that we were not enjoying life. And I could not enjoy my marriage and I could not enjoy what my husband has to bring to the table. When you ask, is he an entrepreneur? No, he's not, but he is so supportive. I call him my sniper because he's always in the back. I'm the person that would shake everybody's hand, talk to everybody, and my husband's back there like, let her do her thing, just don't touch her, it's okay. He is my biggest fan, seriously. He checks in with me, how's everything going, and he's the biggest cheerleader that I have. But I had to transition and get out of the treating my marriage like a business to truly enjoying it. And it's so disheartening. I was literally thinking about this last week when I was looking at him. I said, I feel like I kind of wasted a lot of years in our marriage trying to make him be the person that I think he should be to make me happy, when in fact the universe truly paired us together because he was what I needed all the time anyway. Because
Ooh.
he is so laid back. And I'm not. I'm like, if I set a goal, I'll be the first to admit if I set a goal and he's like, you're so extreme. I haven't eaten meat since 95. And a lot of people are like, oh my God. And listen, and I just abruptly did that. If I say I'm going to run a marathon, I'm going to do that. If I say I'm going to run a business and it's going to be successful, I am going to do it until it happens, which is why I literally take naps, right? For him, he's just go with the flow. Yeah, it happened. I'm like, but did you do this? He's like, calm down. It's all right. He is truly my peace in the storm. And every time I sit next to him, I fall asleep. Not because he's boring, because he is so peaceful. When I have that world that I have to make it happen and I have to be accountable for 15 employees and hundreds of accounts, I go home and I am me.